What is the Dasam Granth? Hi, my name's Dr. James Holt, and for the vast majority of observers of Sikhi, the only holy book or sacred writing that we'll be familiar with is Guru Granth Sahib. But there's also the Dasam Granth, which is believed to be the writings of Guru Gobind Singh that were collected together by Bhai Mani Singh after the Guru's death. From the time of Guru Gobind Singh until the 19th century, it would appear that the Dasam Granth was accepted as the writings of Guru Gobind Singh without question. Indeed, in many Gurdwaras it was installed alongside Guru Granth Sahib, being described as the little brother in contrast. In discussing its authenticity as the writings of Guru Gobind Singh, Gurinder Singh Mann and Kamal Roop Singh suggest that it was not doubted until the 19th century with an analysis by Cunningham in 1915. Prior to this, people unequivocally identified it as a work of Guru Gobind Singh. The suggestion made by Cunningham is that elements of the Dasam Granth were composed by some of the poets in the court of Guru Gobind Singh, but there's no supporting evidence for this, aside from the seeming incongruity of Hindu deities and themes. There's also the possibility that following the Anglo-Sikh wars, when the Khalsa had been forced to lay down their weapons, it suited British purposes to play down the more militaristic elements of Guru Gobind Singh's writings, such as the Zafarnama. The suggestion is that in so doing they were able to funnel Sikh soldiers who were seen to be a martial race into the army of the empire. The elements of Hinduism were also a concern, and perhaps for members of the Singh Sabha, which may have resulted in not as much emphasis being placed on the Dasam Granth as had previously been done. One element of Singh Sabha was to remove any vestige of Hinduism from the practice of Sikhi. As Mann and Singh suggest, there are parts of the Dasam Granth that are difficult to understand in terms of symbolism and the status that is afforded. The difficulty in their view is not a reason to dismiss the Dasam Granth as Gurbani. A study of it and of Guru Granth Sahib takes effort in their view. People don't have the patience or feel they have the time to have Santya of Sri Dasam Granth, and as a result the internet becomes a substitute for their needs. They continue the daily comments from self-proclaimed experts influence people's ideas on the Dasam Granth. Despite all of this, the Dasam Granth has always retained its stamp of authenticity. The Sodak Committee in 1897 found the Dasam Granth was indeed written by Guru Gobind Singh. This was reiterated in 2000, 2006 and 2008, that there should cease to be a debate about the authorship of Dasam Granth. It is still the case that Dasam Granth is not used in a significant way in most Gurdwaras, but its status should be not in doubt for Sikhs. It is used and referred to by individual Sikhs in striving to understand Guru Gobind Singh Ji and elements of Sikh. Many Sikhs who accept the Dasam Granth as is, and there are others who do not. And maybe this is to do with some of the contents, and so I'll just explore today some of the contents of the Dasam Granth and how it's viewed, perhaps by many Sikhs. So the first section is the Jap Sahib. It's a prayer that describes the attributes and worship of Waheguru. And the Jap is actually used in the daily prayers of Sikhs. Jap Sahib is the Gurbani that forms the first part of the Dasam Granth, but it's also one of 5 Gurbanis, the first being the Japji, that many Sikhs recite each morning. And it's also recited at the preparation of the Amrit on the occasion of Amrit Sanskar. So the Jap Sahib is a meditation on the nature of Waheguru, both in praise and description. The first few lines are, he who is without mark or sign, he who is without caste or line, he who is without colour or form, and without any distinctive norm. So the Japji, the Jap Sahib is accepted by just about every Sikh. The second section of the Dasam Granth is the Akal Ustat, and in this the Akal Purakh is praised, and the numerous names attached to the divine used include reference to the names of Hindu deities and Muslim descriptions. It recognises the universality of Waheguru, and in this Guru Gobind Singh rejects an overemphasis on ritual. The Bachitar Natak is an autobiography that describes Guru Gobind Singh's life and his birth. Chandi Charitar explores the divine feminine and uses Durga in a similar way to things that are used in the Akal Ustat. And then there's a few different sections that are kind of the Chandi Charitar, the Chandi Divar, which talk about the divine feminine. and perhaps build on that a little bit as well. And it's these sections, among others. So there's the Chaubis Avatar, the Brahma Avatar, the Rudra Avatar, which again build on incarnations of Vishnu, Brahma and Rudra, but help Sikhs understand that Waheguru is within all. The Jian Prabodh, or the Awakening of Knowledge, praises Waheguru. There's also the Shabad Hazara, which is 9 hymns set to different rags. The Savai, which are 33 verses that praise Waheguru, with reference to the Puranas, the Hindu Puranas, the Quran and the Bible. There's the Khalsa Mahima, or praise of the Khalsa. The Shasta Nam Mala, a garland of weapon names. The Sri Charitro Pakyan, sorry, I probably pronounced that right. And this is perhaps the most controversial section because it tells tales that illustrate noble or weak behaviour. And some of these are fairly sexual in nature. And then the Chapa Sahib, which is the final section of the Charitra Pakyan. And then there's Zafarnama, a letter of victory written to Emperor Aurangzeb, admonishing him. And that's fairly universally accepted. And then finally, another section of tales similar to Charitro Pakyan, the Hikayat. So these are the different sections of the Dasam Granth, and maybe some Sikhs will accept some, but not others. But it's interesting to look at the varied contents of the Dasam Granth.